Good morning, everybody. It is so hot. It's not working. Oh, good. Well, I'll just talk to myself. It's so hot. I can just feel the sweat just pooling. We're supposed to get record disgusting temperatures this week. Just hundreds. Uh, Hot. 98, 101, 95. Just sweaty. It's hot, but not as hot as me. Heyo. You know what I know this is like a stupid thing for a medical professional to even consider, but how come 98 degrees outside doesn't feel awesome to us? Cuz like we're 98 degrees. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I know, but also like you know what I'm saying? Like we're 98 degrees that Nuh-uh, Hank Green is a short. Of course Hank Green has a fucking short about it. Coffee toast love. It's gross. It's so bad. Like I went and saw. By the way, I went and saw Deadpool versus Wolf or Deadpool Wolf, whatever the new Deadpool movie. I don't even know what it's called. Deadpool Wolverine. I don't even know. I have no idea. We went and saw it last night though. It was really really good. But we got out at like 1:30 in the morning and it was still 89 degrees. It was just gross and the wind feels like hot piss. We're all having a great time. I'm just pitting out, man. If I look like I'm doing this a lot, I'm so hot. I'm just like sweat. This is literally okay. I'm genuinely curious. It's one of my stoner like, questions I ask myself, similar to like why is wind? Why does 98.6 degrees outside not feel like a perfect temperature to us? Because we are 98.6 degrees on the inside. But we're not 98.6 degrees on the outside, so it makes, like, I get it, but also kind of don't. It's like evolving to have your balls on the outside. Like, I understand because of temperature control, but also that was a stupid evolutionary trick, Jesus. So, thermodynamics. Yeah, we're walking computers. Viata, I mean, same. Heyo! That's pretty interesting, actually. We're literally walking computers. Yeah, I run low too. And I mean, I know Viatis knows this, but for those just swinging by or new to my channel or whatever, if you have not regular normals, make sure to tell your medical professionals. Because we will always try to get you back to what we think is normal. And if normal for us is 98 degrees, but your normal is 96, we will cook you. So, always tell them your normals. That's important. What up, Rod? How are you? Hot to go, literally. Hot piss wind. You make me so homesick for New Jersey. Hot piss wind. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Like you roll your windows down, you put your hand out, and it's hot. Like the wind as you're driving. Hot piss wind. I call it hot piss wind because it reminds me of like being in a pool as a kid and you're swimming around having a great time, and suddenly you go through the warm spot where obviously someone is pissed. That's the warm piss wind. Good morning, Taco. How are you, love? I love the face the PA makes when they take my temp. They always retake it just in case. Yep, every time. And it's interesting. A lot of people who are assigned female at birth, I think, actually run low because our temperature. I felt like it was too high. Is it better now? I just lowered it. Like as you typed that. Is it better now? I felt like it was kind of high too. Good. Thank you. When you go through your period and shit, your temperature jacks up. And so there's like, I've read papers where there's theories that, like we run low so that we don't overcook ourselves. Because you can cook yourself to death. Like that's one of the, how do I put this? Like, one of the scariest and weirdest things, I guess, I don't know how to put that, about a head injury is one of the leading causes of death from a head injury is your body cooks itself to death. Because people tend to hit themselves in the back of the head, and that's where all our temp control shit is. And you just cook. I mean, it's crazy. It's really wild. I run cold and I'm AMAB. See, it's not like a fact. It's just, it was a theory. Like, obviously, yeah. Fuck that shit. Do you know if your temperature is cold, Yeet? Like, my eyelids are sweating. I can feel it, like, about to drip into my eyes. It's so hot. I'm so sorry. It's really hot. I can feel the sweat on my eyes. Yeet. What? A scabies outbreak? That's why I'm doing this, Viata. No shit. I cannot stand that, like, the sweat stick when your arms get sweaty and then I gotta air my pits out. It's so gross. I'm a sweat machine, man. When I sweat, I sweat. I always feel too warm, but my body temp's 97 to 96. Interesting. I mean, that's honestly, like, Alexis, one of the weirdest things about body temperature. I mean, one of the weirdest things. It perplexes me. Because, like, I can take my temperature. It's probably like 96.8, 97.3, something like that. That's about my normal. But I am always existentially cold. And sometimes I wonder if there's like Green was talking about how we have to shed heat. I almost wonder if people that are cold all the time, like, we shed heat too fast or something. Or too efficiently or whatever. Like, obviously I'm not cold right now. This is disgusting weather. No one's cold in 100 degrees, but you know what I'm talking about. Back of head injuries, cool. Like one of those Doctor Who fireplug-headed warrior guys. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that tacky, that sweaty, tacky, disgusting feeling. I hate it so much. It's so gross. Oddly enough, both me and my mom seem to more often have a below than average temp when we have a fever. Well, I mean, so if your normal is 96 degrees, then 99 is a good fever for you. Because you think about it, if someone whose normal is 98 comes in at 101, we're going to say that's a fever. So, like, my fevers are naturally lower than the normal person's as well. Like, I'm sick, but my fever's like 99, 100, which isn't super terrible, but can be. I'm okay with shedding heat too fast, since I'm kind of fat. That usually comes with a higher body temp. You know what's crazy? I mean, I don't know. I literally don't know. But, when I was in college, I ate my feelings, got quite larger than I wanted to be, and I was still existentially cold all the fucking time. I think my fat is faulty. I don't know. Because I know I have plenty of body fat currently, and I definitely had a lot of body fat in college, and I was still cold all the fucking time. And then I lost all that sad weight, still cold all the time. I don't know. I don't know if, like, body fat obviously insulates us so we don't die and it keeps our organs safe and shit like that, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. I'm literally have the worst temperature control of any human, so I'm always thinking about that shit. Happy Tuesday. Airing the pits out and beautiful shoulders. Bless you, young at heart. I am literally airing the pit. It's so hot. It's already like 100 degrees. It's so gross outside. It just feels like a sweaty nutsack. I do personally get sweats more than I seem to think is normal, so you might be onto something there, CK. I wonder, I mean, I think about that, because, like, you know, I've talked about it, like, my whole life, my parents will make fun of me for it to this day. I'm always cold. Unless it's 100 degrees out, in which case I'm a sweat machine. Excuse me. But I'm always cold. But at nighttime, I turn into a dwarf star. Like, the moment I stop moving and curl up and go to sleep, my body's like, wow, 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 just heat emanating out of me. And I have a ton of theories about it. I have no idea. Sometimes I think, like, does my metabolism just not stop while I'm sleeping? Why can't I be warm while I'm awake? That'd be nice. It's the skin. I have hypo. Oh, wait. Ain't no cold. Oh, I know. Thanks, Global. But there's snow in the mountains, Robo. How are you, BDO? Good morning. I have hypothyroidism and also a skin condition where I don't really sweat. My perfect temp is very specific. Hypothyroidism is, like, it's crazy how common that's become. And I almost wonder, like, I remember when I was a kid, and we went and got like a physical for sports and stuff like that, they would oftentimes test you for it, and I never knew anyone that was positive. But as an adult, I know so many women who are have hypothyroidism. For those that don't know what that means, it means your thyroid does not work at an appropriate level. It doesn't do enough. Hyperthyroid does too much. It's the skin. I wish I was cold. I mean, I don't want to be cold, but also this sweat, dude. Same. I can't do a cold shower. It's painful, Theory. I feel you on that. It literally gives me pain. Like, I know I've told you guys this before. I have a chipped tooth from going to Germany and being so fucking cold I could not stop chattering my teeth, and my tooth actually chipped. Right there. It's a little, it's not barely anything, but I know it's there. I can feel it, and every time someone gives me a hard time about being cold, I'm like, yes, the cold cloth was everything, honestly. I did it this morning, too, actually, with a paper towel. Good morning, by the way, Glut. Even slipping on my catsuits kicks the sweat machines into overdrive. Well, my God. The gimp suit doesn't breathe, does it? Isn't it like, oh, God, it's, what are they made out of? I don't think they breathe. But, like, yeet, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't that part of the kink sometimes? Like, the sweat buildup? I'm actually getting a blood panel just to get some insight on how the old components are working. That's a good idea, honestly. It's good to know your normals. I always say that, but, like, we don't know how to fix you in the hospital if you have no medical history and you don't know your own normals, because everybody's different. A little bit, you know? Like, for instance, my heart rate. My resting heart rate, like if I'm laying down kind of dozing off, is around 53 beats a minute. And if I didn't tell my nurses that, they would put me on pressors. And I would probably feel like I was having a fucking panic attack. Like, it would be horrific. Like, it takes sprinting to get my heart rate up to, like, 130. It's crazy. But if I didn't know that, I'd get pressors, dude. They'd fucking jack my heart rate up all the way. Cold showers are pain. Latex. Is it latex? Is that what it's made out of? It doesn't, but it's not exertion. It's rubber, and sometimes, yeah, my catsuit has locking zips, so I suppose there's a connection there somewhere. The reason I ask is, I mean, terrible reference, but, you know, we all did it. When we were kids, we all watched Real Sex on HBO, right? If you had it. It was like it was like Skinamax in the 90s, or like, you know, the what was it? The Static Channel. It was like, you know, 1 a.m. If your parents were asleep, you'd go through HBO, and once in a while you'd catch Real Sex on it. It'd go over all these different kinks and stuff. And there was one very specifically about, I believe it was latex or rubber or something like that. And it wasn't a gimp suit, though. It was like, imagine like a 9-foot square of PVC pipe, and then they stretched latex over both sides of it, and then they put the person in between the pieces of latex, and then vacuum seal them in. With a tube to breathe, obviously. But I literally watched that when I was 14. I still remember it. Because it was, I mean, that was like, I think that show was my first introduction into kink. Like, you know, sex wasn't just this.
I'm going to fuck you.
Sex can be so much more fun.
Cock.
Might. Thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive, and giving it swings for 34 months. I fucking appreciate you. That's a long goddamn time. Yeah, vac beds. But I remember they were talking, like, they put the guy in the vac bed, and then there would be, like, the mistress or the person. What's the name for the person who's in charge of the safeness? Is it, like, your mistress or something? The dom. Would that be it? She's basically there, like, obviously helping. Like, she would, like, touch the latex person with feathers and stuff like that. But also very much there to maintain the safety of the situation, make sure nobody gets hurt. Mistress, master, there you go. And she would, like, lay on him while he was in the latex thing, sucked in, and, like, you know, it was kind of like watching cats rub each other almost. And then after, like, an hour, they unseal him out of there, and then they would fuck, and the sweat was part of it. Like, all that natural, all the sweat in there, and, like, the smell and the pheromones, like, that was a big part of the kink. No kink shaming. I just thought it was interesting. Boo, Robo, boo. I laid in bed all day yesterday. I started the second day of my period. Dude, isn't that weird, Bobo? I don't know if I was just so busy as a kid that I didn't realize it, but as an adult, I feel like I get really tired during my period. No shit, you have friends who build the vac beds. Is that what they are, is PVC pipe and then just latex? That's what it looked like. What up, Trekkie? Good morning. I decided last week I'm no longer selling this house. I'm just buying Megan out, so that's one less thing I have to worry about in the long run. Dude, fuck yeah. I mean, just making a decision on it's really exciting, dude, honestly. Mixter. What's a mixter? What's that? Good morning, October. How are you? I personally have a huge aversion to body odor and sweat, but I love latex. 100% agree. Like, I totally understand. And that's the thing with kinks and stuff. I never want anyone to feel shameful for enjoying something that's consensual between two adults. Like, you do you, boo boo. I find it fascinating to learn about, though. Like, everybody has something, you know, everybody has something. Again, I think it's the psychology of it a lot of the time. Like, why do we want that? What happened? Oh, no shit, learn to make latex gear? Fuck yes. I've been teaching myself how to do leather stuff. Oh my god, did I show you guys my new collar? I think I finally figured it out. Don't look at my butt. Short shorts. So, I told you guys well, I showed you guys, but I've been working on these collars. And I've made 3 of them. But every time I made one, this leather, like the base, this strap, was stretchy. Like, you could hand stretch it, and so I was like, that's not, like, you know, the point of it is to be able to pull on the ring and it not break off your fucking neck. So the other 2 I made, I feel like are just for looks, but I feel like I finally did it. And I literally had to cut double of every single piece and then glue them. I think I showed you guys that, didn't I? I had my, my die press out and I was pressing the leather together because I'd glued it together. This is the result of it, and I think I'm pretty excited. Not that I tried to yank on it, but I totally did, and it's not breakable. Katie's new name is Dommy Night Mommy. I know, the Dommy Night Mommy collars or whatever. What was it? Someone came up with something the other day. A mixter's a dominant partner. Oh, who's gender neutral. Oh, I didn't know that. I love that. I kind of think that's a cooler name. Mixter? Was it Berserker? Dude. Clever shit. Is it centered? There. They look pretty cool, though. I think they're cute. It's literally a dog collar. It's quite literally a dog, not recipe, pattern that I just resized and edited to fit people. But I think they're kind of cool. And I did like a Black Widow stitching on them. But it's actually fucking like, it's not gonna break. And I'm really happy about that. But that's been my adventure to teach myself how to do it. And of course, once I get good at it, I'll never do it again. But, you know, for the time being, it is. Yes, they're so fucking comfortable. Honestly, they're the best bras when it's hot out because they, like, have support, but they're not skin tight. And it's so, like, cool. Like, I'm wearing Viato's bra. For instance, wait, I can tell my period has gotten worse. I wear a cup and my bleeding is so bad this moon month. I bled through everything. Yep, I think they're getting, what is that? Why? Are we dying? For instance, excuse me, Hex Latex or Blue Sky and Twitch calls themselves Mixtress and does a whole lot of drone kink. I love that. I've never heard of Mixtress before. That's really fucking cool. I didn't look promise. All shorts are short shorts on me. It's just being tall and having a fat ass. It's just facts. That's a lot of, shall we say, dark things that I'm into only in fictional settings, but would never want IRL. Oh, might, so hard. I mean, do you identify with all the book talk, right? Where it's like me reading about my book husband, and then you look over at your partner, and they're like belly out, hairy, farting, syrup somehow is on their nipples, and you're like, those book talks hit, I mean, literally, like, women are calling themselves out for enjoying the unhealthy relationships in the books they enjoy, and I think it's fucking hilarious, because it's true. Like, I don't want to be slammed around, but I'll read about it. You know what I'm saying? Can you tell me what drone kink is? Alexis, this pattern is stupid easy. I mean, I've done it 3 times, so I feel like it's extra easy now. But the hardest part was just finding a leather that wouldn't tear. Because, like, I'll show you the other 2. Don't look. These are the other 2 I made. This was the first one. This one's way too big. This one's dog size. I hadn't resized it yet. But, I had this leather, and you can see it already, like, you can stretch it with just your hands, because I didn't double it. And so I was like, what's the point of a kink collar if when someone yanks on your kink collar, it just rips? You know what I'm saying? So I did another one, and then this one, I thought it would be better, and it was even worse. You can definitely stretch the leather because it's not double-sided. It's really cute. Like, for looks, they're adorable, but they're just, if you actually wanted to use something for kink play, they just don't. They're not hardy enough yet, so that's why I kept making it until I got this fucker, and this one's hardy. This one will not rip. Oh, I know, right? They set the table, they make a dinner, and we just don't show up. Mixtress or Host X? Host X is great. Like Hostess, but Host X. I love that. I don't know what you're talking about, Rod. The fact that you realize it's not healthy is good. Reading and wanting is two different things. 100%. I mean, I think everybody has fantasies that we are 100% aware that are never going to be lived out, but it's pleasant in your head. You just keep that shit in your head. How are you, Omareed? Good morning. Drone King plays with total dehumanization, often with latex. Okay, would you be shocked if I told you I quite literally thought they had like a drone in the room and they were like tapping someone's dick with it or something? This is why it's important to talk to each other about things like this, because we can just go forward and be really stupid. Drone kink, Katie? Yep, that's literally what you was saying is it's dehumanization, but I was thinking it was like a, you know, a drone, I guess you would say. So when you see gimps in a gas mask, that's the kind of stuff involved in drone kink. So it's all over. So it sounds like gimp play is kind of on the spectrum of drone play. Yeah? Or drone, would you call it drone play? Drone kink? I'm glad I'm not the only one, thank you. Now that's my kind of drone play, just lowering a drone. Oh, it deals with hypnotism. Really? Don't give me ideas, I'm just saying. Imagine if you could land the drone on just the tip of a dick. Yep, or use drone blades to smack a body part. I quite literally was picturing that. Like a drone with like leather straps on the propellers or something, and someone just like flying it really close to a naked ass, and it being like, pop, 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 pop. Yeah, you like that, don't you? Pat, 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 pat. Yeah, bitch, get it. Pat, pat, pat. You know what I'm saying? I was fully on that, like just like, oh yeah, drone play. That sounds cool. I'm so sorry. I'm so ignorant. Thank you for explaining things to me. So, Knives, what's the difference between drone play and just, not just, but the sub-dom relationship? Because that's kind of what it sounds like. Dronification. Oh. So drone play is part of the GIMP spectrum. Interesting. Okay, cool. Thank you for teaching me. I really didn't know. Definitely wouldn't even dream about being something not quite human. Definitely not something with so much fur. Not me, no. Exactly. Like, we're fully aware none of that's coming to fruition, but, like, we can dream. It's a great dream. High-tech dominance. I love that. No, I'm actually going to write their name down and check them out. It's fun to find streamers that talk about the stuff that most streamers think will get banned for, like kink and penises and stuff. Because, like, I've been talking about penises for 10 years on this platform, and I haven't had so much as a warning. But people are very scared of penis for some reason. Rev that drone up faster! Amazing. I actually have like an aversion to latex, which is really a bummer, because the vast majority of kink play shit is all made out of latex because it's waterproof and it doesn't absorb, it's not porous, doesn't absorb fluids and stuff like that. But the smell, feeling, flavor, sound of latex, hospital. All I picture is someone covered in their own feces with an eye missing or something. Like, that's all it is. It's hospital. Latex means hospital, gross, death, dismemberment, poop. Yeah, I could never. I mean, it's so sad. Like, if I couldn't be in a relationship with someone who had a latex kink, I couldn't do it. I'd be like, nah, it smells like shit and death and gross. The smell and feel, same. Yeah, it's just 100% associated with hospitals, and I don't think it ever won't be. Subdom is just any submissive and dom. Oh, okay, so then dronification would be part of the subdom spectrum. Yeah. Kind of like, it's impossible to know everything about the kink life, but I think it's fun to talk about. And I learn new stuff every time we talk kink, every time we talk about kink or like fet stuff. Every single time I learn about something new, and I think that's really cool. If I had to say, it's a sub giving full control, like a slave or a fuck doll or dollification, right? And please excuse me, I might be ignorant to this. I kind of understood that was the sub thing anyways, but like, I don't know. I'm personally not into dronification for myself, but Hex is very relaxing to listen to. Dude, I mean, I'm not into half the shit we talk about here, but it's still fun to talk about. I heard someone in the news has a dolphin kink. No. Absolutely not. Leave animals out of it. Like, no. I've returned from my daily walk in the 83. No. It's nicely bearable. It's a balmy 83. I'm fine with taking my fleece off, rolling up my sleeves, and wearing a hat, especially when I have ice cream. Oh, ice cream. Hell yes. A lot of people have latex allergies. Actually, in the hospital, we don't really use latex very much anymore. We mostly use, what is it, nitrile gloves, because so many people are allergic to them. True. Don't wear lotion under your latex. Some lotions degrade the material and it just gets gross. Get a water-based lubricant. Yeah, you don't want oil. So any lotion is going to have like an oil emulsification agent in it, because lotions are meant to moisturize, and you do not want to trap that in latex or in rubber. Absolutely not. Water-based. 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 Use grape oil? Get the fuck out. Do not use grape oil. Your nipples will go on fire, allegedly. From what I hear. It's what I hear. Latex gear doesn't smell that much so long as you treat it right prior to the scene. You never wear bare latex without polishing it and preparing it, so you never get the full hit of essential rubber. 100%. And I mean, it's not porous. That's why they use it, right? I mean, that's why, it's part of the kink scene as well, but it's a huge part of just alternative culture in general, because it doesn't absorb, it's not porous. It doesn't absorb body heat or body fluids or whatever. Not all sub is degrading stuff. There's plenty of praise kink as well. Praise kink for a sub? See, this is what I'm saying. I wouldn't fucking know that. I think I had a latex allergy. I actually have an allergy of the dressing aid, so I have to use latex without any kind of powder. Interesting. I wonder if it's talc. It doesn't, yeah, it's probably like the least absorbent, right? It's better, if you wore like cotton or something, you'd literally be crusty with cum, right? I don't think I could take praise kink seriously. I think I would laugh. Is that like, I'm more apt to believe you if you insult me than if you compliment me. Like, if you insult me, I trust you. If you compliment me, what do you want? You know? Which is fucked up, probably. What up, VR? How are you, love? Natural latex will always be somewhat porous. Interesting. I wonder how they get it totally. So, but it's sanitary, right? What do you mean by polish? It's just like words of affirmation, like, hey, baby, you look pretty today. Oh. It's not like creating an altar and being like, you are the most beautiful, perfect bitch that has ever been perfect and beautiful, and you must stay here. Good morning, David. How are you, love? Oh my god, he's so creepy. Scumbag Katie. You can call me a scumbag. That's okay. Is that, I can't be alone in that though, right? Reminds me of the story of scuba divers who discovered the best lube to help put wetsuits on. That was great, but there was a downside. Imagine being two early 20s guys walking into a pharmacy and asking for 6 packs of KY jelly. I would have made a scene of it, to be honest. 1000% probably. Latex shining is using either special liquid made for it, or you can use lube on the outside. Oh, I thought it was going to be a powder. You have to submerge latex gear in a silicone-based polish to give it the sheen. What? Okay, if you don't do that, what happens? Does it get, like, dull? Wait, always Ekin Mikado? What? Wait, what's that? There's a region of praise. Wait, there's a region of praise kink where one is centered a deity to one doing the praise. Wow, I couldn't do that. I don't know. I just couldn't take it seriously. I'd be like, obviously you don't know me because you don't fully encompass what a piece of shit I am, and I need you to. Like, you're just lying to me. Oh, I love that. Your kink is not my kink, and that's okay. I love that. I love that. That's great. Lube is also an option, but most people in the latex kink will use very specialized fluids for prep, dressing, and cleaning. It just looks dull. Interesting. I had no idea. Latex by default is very matte and likes to stick to itself. Oh. That sounds horrible. My shoulders, it's so hot, Dramonic, I know. I normally, like, my arms are existentially the coldest part of my body. If there's any breeze in a room, my arms freeze out, so I normally have a hoodie on, like, at all times. It's 100 degrees. I'm so sweaty. There is no helping it today. Please, I'm so sorry about all my exposed flesh. It's just so hot. Skin, I mean, you should. It's a very common acronym in kink spaces, or at least the ones I'm in. I love that. I did not know. I love that so much. I mean, we always say no kink shaming, but I love that. That's beautiful. Wait, what? Need that on a t-shirt? Your kink is not my kink, and that's okay. I love that. I'd wear that everywhere. So basically, every time you take latex off, you have to practically smother it in talc or similar. I mean, it's just so interesting because, like, no one talks about that shit. I had no idea. I really had no idea. Cheers. I need a loaded bowl. Well, I have a stoner bowl. Cheers. The DD terms are more to lower the sub than raise the dom. Not like no dom literally thinks they're a god. Well, no good dom. That's where I really get passionate about the kink scene, is the toxic kink fucks out there. Like, yeah, I'm a dom and you're my sub, and now I'm going to abuse you. 50 Shades of fuck yourself. Yeah, no good dom. Yes, 100%. Why would a dom think they're a god? They're not the one in control!
Yada! Just throwing down knowledge. Guys, quiz. Who has all the power in a sub-dom relationship? Because I learned this later in life. It's the fucking sub, bitch! That dom ain't got nothing!
Good dom ain't got nothing. Now, if that answer is ever answered the opposite way, you know that's a bad dom and you run the fuck away. Run away! Run away! I dated someone who wanted to lock me in the trunk of their car for a full day one time. Run away. It never happened. But that was like that was their fantasy, and they would tell me about it often. And we definitely had like a kink relationship. It was great. But no, they wanted to hog tie me in their trunk and leave me while they were at work all day. That was their fantasy. No kink shaming. To some, that's probably hot. Pissing and shitting yourself in the trunk of a car while hog tied and getting Found later? Sure. Not my jam. Not my. Can you imagine? I'd chew my leg off. Nope, they just want to leave you in there. It was just the fantasy of leaving you in a trunk all day. But I don't need to know that you get off to pretend you lay eggs when you're at the pharmacy. It's cool just not. David, but we're out there making buttholes breathe and laying eggs. Shody laying eggs. Dude, seriously, Skin, all of it. Like, I mean, it's just fear. Like, all of that is just such a scary instance. I was like, absolutely not. The hog tying is hot as shit. I mean, to me, how do I put this? I'm trying to think how to word it. Like, it's not fun alone. I don't know how to put that. Like, it's the hog tying and like the concept of it is kind of hot. And you're like, oh, the kidnapping concept, which again, we fantasize. We don't actually kidnap people, please. Like, that's kind of hot until you actually like, someone's just abandoning you for 8 hours in a car and you're going to pee yourself. Like, it might be fun for them, but like, I got shit to do. It's not fun alone. Yep, the Dom has the power the sub gives them, exactly. Also, if your Dom doesn't check in on you after a scene, run. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 100, how important is aftercare? Next, this is your quiz number 2 question. 100! Yeah. If someone's leaving you with cum on your belly and going into the shower alone, that's not a Dom sub relationship. That's not it. It is, it's a power trip, exactly. Consent, it's all about fucking consent. Imagine doing something to someone saying, I'm gonna come back. Dude. And then you just don't? Like, fuck, dude, what? Aftercare is my favorite kink. Aftercare is everything. It's literally everything. Infinity, exactly. Yeah. And I'm so glad we're all on the same note there. Thank you for just being knowledgeable, awesome people who, like, for those that don't know what aftercare is. Aftercare, or, what was the other, how did you word it earlier? It was, Yeet said, if a Dom doesn't check in on you after a scene, aftercare, checking in, emotional, like, hey, you good, we good, like, this was still fun, blah, blah, blah. That's abuse. Checking in, aftercare, how do you explain it? Because it's so many different things. It's hard to encompass in just a few words. You bring him a towel, Jesus Christ. Roleplay's hot, fantasy's hot, but there's boundaries and it's not fun to just be left alone. Exactly. Like that, I just don't understand where any of that's fun. A solution to powdering latex is chlorination. It's a chemical process of adding a layer of chlorine solution to the outside. This makes it naturally more shiny and removes, the need for powder, but it's kind of dangerous process. Yeah, I would send that to a professional. It's a soft towel. It is. It's a soft towel. It's a warm hug. It's the reminder of love, even though maybe someone just beat your ass purple. Like, again, aftercare is such a broad term because it really depends where you are in your sexual journey or kink world or whatever. But it's I called you a dirty slut whore and I came in your eyes, but like, I love you. You good? You know what I'm saying? Oh, hey there, bud. What are you up to? Hi, Bubba. Good morning. How's your day going? Good? Come talk kink with us. That's not weird at all. You don't understand English. Yeah, I was wiping the jizz out of your guys' eyes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I might have smeared something on my camera. Lotion, oh shit. Don't make eye contact and tip well. I love you fucking weirdos though, Sarah. My God. It's so beautiful. I love that we can have a really serious conversation about what's a good dom and a bad dom, and then we can talk about jizzy willies and shit. Good afternoon, Silverheart. How are you, love? Jeez, Katie, not jizz. Jeez. Andy and I always quote the Cool Runnings afterwards. Sanka, you dead, man? Yeah, man. It's fucking beautiful. Dude, right, Rod? We embrace who we are. She's great. She lays on the couch usually, and she owns it. Like, she's very possessive of her couch.
Now,
So if she leaves it, she's
I'm
afraid
going
someone
to
might sit on
fuck
it.
you
Like Trick, so she
with
doesn't leave it.
Satan's cock.
Or she's under my desk. She's always here, though. Crispy, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive and giving it a so fucking long. I appreciate. That's a fucking long time, dude. That's a fucking long time. I love all of your faces, too. So, funny story, after my first experimental relationship, I went to therapy and I was like, I'm sorry if this is above your pay grade, but I don't understand why I like this because I didn't know anything about kinks. I 100%, like I was saying, Real Sex, like that show on HBO that we all watched at 1 a.m., that was my first exposure. Like, I had been exposed through TV shows and shit, obviously, to like things that were kink that I didn't know was, like, I didn't understand the concept of kink. Oh, Silver. I'm sorry, Honey Bean. It's the good kind of weird. The kind of people I like hanging out with. Exactly. I consider us the healthy weird. We all know very much where that line is of like, that's fucking creepy and weird what you've just done. And then like, fun weird. And we dance it. And you guys are really good at not being creepy. And I enjoy that. Dude, for real. I know, Cocky, you're not wrong. The song in the background's so perfect. It was like the skin. No shit. Real Sex on HBO was like Skinamax of the early 2000s, I feel like. Or the what was the channel that had all the Splice channel or whatever? I watched Real Sex and Taxi Cab Confessions as a kid. Definitely warped me. Yeah. Because I didn't have anyone there to talk to about it. Like, as an adult now, obviously, I have ventured out into my own kink scene and found FetLife and, like, you could talk to you guys about it regularly. But I remember when I was watching it as a young person, like, if I had just, the only people I had to ask was my parents, and they would have been like, that's weird stuff that perverts do. That would have been the only answer I had for anything that wasn't, you know what I'm saying? So, I was aware of that, so I didn't even ask. But I didn't have anyone to ask, so I was just like, I don't know what this is, but I think I like some of it. What is happening? The Spice channel. Was it Spice, not Splice? The Spice channel, thank you. Taxi Cab Confessions. I remember Taxi Cab Confessions, dude. Wait, I was in, oh God. You got the audio? Hell no.
High score mean? New high score, is that bad? What does that mean? Did I break it?
My audio drivers got so fucked up on my personal laptop, I gave up and just wiped and completely reinstalled Windows 11. Oh my God, you're living my literal hell. Fucking Asus bloatware fucking things up and Windows 11 can suck my balls. Dude. First, Jennifer Cucumber, thank you so much for gifting a sub to a couple of gamers use about wizards to the highest order, go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent, and I fucking appreciate you. Thank you. Secondly, what? I'm so sorry you're stuck with Windows 11 hell. It's like, it's so confused. It's like, part of me is like, yay, I'm not alone, suffer with me. And the other part of me is like, you don't deserve that. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's absolute garbage. It's just garbage. It's so fucked. I was gonna say yesterday, I got home from running chores, like, right the moment we were supposed to start watch party. So I was like, hey guys, I just got home, gotta take the dogs out and stuff. Give me a second. And by the time I got to my PC, I go to open Discord and it just does this forever loading bullshit. And I was just trying to get in to find my task manager. And then I just wanted to run the program as an administrator, and the amount of clicks and searching I had to do to figure out, because you can't just right-click an application in Windows 11 to run it as administrator unless you have that setting checked in your settings. It hides it otherwise. Windows 11 fucking sucks. It's infuriating. Pat! Oh my god.
Welcome, I come in peace. Go forth and be consensual in all ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. Bless.
Thank you. Usually if apps are acting weird, I do a clean install of that app. That's literally what I was going to do the moment before I did it. The Discord little spinny guy, right below it says, we realize there are problems connecting to new sessions. Something, something, something. I was like, oh. Okay. Thanks, program. My shit just jumped. Sorry, let me... Oh, chat, don't do that. Yes, no shit, Red Dragon. We were talking about Splice. Was it last night? Did we watch Womb last night? Yeah, last night. We watched a pretty, good, really well done movie. It was very creepy concept, but really well done movie last night. And it reminded me of Splice. Yeah, Splice. So it's hot on my brain. Oh, David, I'm sure it has to do with the sheer amount of shit I put my PC through, running it streaming, hot all the time. I feel like they're just hiding things from me, and it's probably, I tend to say it's a me issue. I think it's a me issue because I want to move fast. I know where I need to go. I'm not into the journey to get there. Just get me to that point. So for instance, like on Windows 10, in the little search command in the start menu, if I type sound, the first thing that pops up is your sound settings, and I can go in and reroute my audio immediately. In Windows 11, if you type sound, that is not what you get. You have to type audio in Windows 11 to get to the same result. And even then, it sometimes takes you to a fucky place where you have to go around and find the other settings somewhere. And that is just a pointless, stupid change that Windows did it's like a speed bump in my, just get to the destination. I don't give a fuck about the journey. I just need to get there because I need to stream. I want to get live. What the fuck is going on with my audio at this moment or whatever? And when that bump happens, it's like my brain bumps and it's like, why can't I get to my sound settings when I type in the word sound? The fuck? Windows? Help? And it's crazy because they're aware of it and they know and they've admitted they fucked up. I've heard that from multiple people that work there. They're like, yeah, Windows 11 sucks. And they're aware they fucked up the search function and all this. It's just little things like that don't break my world. It's just speed bumps that ugh, fuck, what now? Because I'm on that, get it done. I don't like fucking around in my PC. I just want it to work consistently every day, and it won't. It's just never going to do it. I haven't listened to this song since the whole Jack Black debacle. I'm still sad about it. I think I'll always be sad about it. Splice, not just towards the end. When's the last time you watched that, Rod? Windows 11 has been out for a while. Actually, I think I saw something that said the support for Windows 10 is ending next fall, which sucks. I kept Windows 7 till Windows 11 came out, and most games stopped having compatibility to 7, so I switched to 10. Hopefully, I wish I would. I'm stuck in it. I'm balls deep at this point, so it's pointless for me to go find a Windows 10 license. But had I known, I would have gone and found a Windows 10 license. I would have found it. I would have found one, because holy shit. Maybe I should misbehave in drone scenes, seeing as real computers do. I'm going to break it. Take My Breath by The Weeknd is about wanting to be in breath play scene, being brought right up to the edge of death. Really? Wait, I don't know if Take My Breath. Do I know that song? Doesn't he have another song about breathing? I feel like The Weeknd has a song that's I Can't Breathe or something. Am I fantasizing about that? Splice is a very morally questionable movie. That movie is fucking weird. Yeah. Womb 100%. They're movies that make you think in a weird way, and you're like, ugh. I learned about the existence of a spider called a pelican spider. Does it have a gulpy throat? I know Knives, and that's what I'm saying. I'm balls deep in 11 at this point. I've learned 11. I've forced myself to, so it's kind of like, whatever. I'm here now, so I'm just gonna stay. I can't wake up. Would you like me to blast music in your ears? Just kidding, I won't do that. That usually wakes me up, though. Windows 11 makes my head hurt when I try to do anything with a program besides basic, just installing it. Like, there's been times I struggled to find a fucking control panel all the time. Dream, I've said that. I think they're Macifying Windows. They're making it harder and harder for us to go in and get into source files and shit like that, which, I mean, I've told you guys this, like, when I first got into Windows 11, I was trying to get into all of the different samples that I have on my Go XLR board, and just to find that fucking folder took me like 30 minutes. They hide it. It's like not just there. I don't know how to say that. They're trying to dumb down and take away our control, which I don't know why they would do that. The only reason we use your shitty fucking computers is because we have that control. Like, fuck. No shit, I learned that there's a difference between USB-C and USB-C Gen 2. It's literally just a different speed. Is the wire actually different? Splice lives rent-free in my head, and I've only seen it once. Oh, cocky. I can't feel my face. I'm so sorry. Not I can't breathe. I can't feel my face. That was the one. That was the one I was thinking of. That's my bad. That's what I'm hoping, Knives. I'm hoping the end of Windows 10 support means that Windows 12 is on its way and it'll be fixed or put back. I pray. Before Windows 3.0, we all used the command prompt where you learn the commands to type. Then Windows took over and you did more and more by clicking the apps that you wanted to run. First from a folder on the desktop, and then eventually by a configurable start menu. And then they decided that was too hard and you should do everything with search, which involves learning the names of all the commands and typing them in. Have you ever used your computer like that? Like clicking apps on the desktop or using your start menu? I know a few of you have. I literally have never. The only thing on my desktop that is actively clicked is the, like, recycle bin to empty. And even not then, because I have programs that do that. I've never thought, like, oh, I'll go to my desktop and double click. Like, I've always command prompt. Like, that's just it. It was always easier and just seemed to make more sense. I don't know. Is that weird? Maybe it's easier. The app way might be, actually, it sounds easier, but I don't think I've never done it. Literally, ever. I've never scrolled my start menu, maybe twice in my life, because I couldn't think of the name of something to search it, because my brain is dumb like that sometimes. Never use desktop icons, never have. I do use the start menu regularly. Yeah, I use the start menu search in the command prompts and stuff like that. Pinning stuff to taskbar is the best thing ever. Taskbar is incredible. That is something I absolutely use, especially like all my stream shit. Like, all of them are in a line, and I just, like, pop, 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 are all open at the same time. It's great. Everything runs smoothly. I have them in order of, like, what applications should open first. That's fantastic. But other than that, it's the search command. I've always used that fucking commands. And I don't know if that's just because that's how I learned computers, and I'm old and, like, stuck in the ancient ways of doing things. It just still seems easier. Just to type in what you're looking, you know what you're looking for, type it in. First thing I do when I get a new computer is make the double click go away. Taskbar sucks. You don't like having the taskbar at the bottom? I mean, do you just make yours disappear then? Well, I mean, David, you need literally every inch of a monitor, though. I feel like your needs are very unique and specific, so I understand that. I usually have my taskbars disappear when I'm not using them, like they do the pop up and down thing. It's because Satya Nadella has really bad ideas and is forcing them on the software devs at Microsoft. He was the cunt who pushed Windows 8 and onwards. What a douche. They should fire that person. I have a small program app called Stick that puts little tabs on the edges of my screen, and when you hover over them, they open up with my website links or my programs or a text document. Oh, that's kind of nice. I think I would get fucked up with that, though. The only things I search for are Windows functions such as control panel and settings. All my common apps are pinned to the start menu, but it's so much smaller than on Windows 10. Yes, agreed. On Windows 11, it's weird. They stuck it in the middle, and things are kind of big and cartoony looking. Start menus faster, but only if you've done the work to put your most used programs on the first page. I feel like that happens on accident when setting up a PC, I guess. Because I've never, like, I don't feel like I've put in work to make that stuff pop up, but, like, by the time the PC is set up and ready to go, I have reopened and opened OBS so many fucking times that the start menu's like, do you want OBS in your sound panel? Is that, because that seems to be all you care about, you dumb whore. Is that it? Do you want it? And I'm like, yes, that's it. Start menus fast. Oh, wait. My shit jumped again. Like 6 stacked curved Giga HD monitors. I don't know how I feel about those curved monitors. I'm young as fuck and grew up with Windows XP and Vista, and I also use Search Bar Command. Awesome. Okay. I'm glad it's not. It just feels easier. If you know what you're looking for, just go directly there. Oh, dude, RevoltCon. Hold on. I'll save that for me. I don't usually play spider videos on channel without, like, a day warning, because a lot of people are legitimately arachnophobic. That's been my promise to the community since owning tarantulas, is I will never just surprise you with one. There's so many people really, really scared of spiders. I know. But if you put it in, you know, we have a spooters channel in the Discord, right? That's literally why we have that too. There's so many people with legit phobias, and I hate the idea of making people anxious about a spider. It's like the one I have always promised I will never jump you with a spider. No pun intended. Because I get it. Oh my god, is your taskbar a fucking mess? I don't have the taskbar visible ever. Only thing I was missing was having a clock, so I wrote a program to display the time as an overlay. No shit, that's what I have. That's literally exactly what I have on my computer, David. I have, what is it called? Rain meter? I haven't fucked with it for so long because I literally have it for like 3 things. I have it. It tells me my system stats, so like CPU usage, RAM, etc., etc. I have disk space on my monitor, and then I have a clock. I literally have an analog clock on my monitor because I don't like the taskbar, but I want to know what fucking time it is. Seriously. And the date. It's like it looks like a fake post-it note, but I think it's rain meter. Good afternoon, 3 Dot. How are you, love? In Windows, is Windows 11 free because Windows 10 is free? I think you can if you have the hardware appropriate, I think you can upgrade to Windows 11. I don't think you have to buy a new license. Does anybody know? I don't know. It came on this PC. This is a totally new PC because my other one shit the bed. I have my taskbar split into 4. Current programs frequently used, infrequently used in games. Oh, that sounds fun. Oh, I haven't opened. Is Discord working today? Yes. It was being infuriating. Hold on. That is so creepy. Why is she so scary? Always watching. Literally. Dude, I bet I can make that emote, but just splice it straight down so it looks like she's creeping out of a corner. I'll save that. I bet I could do an emote with that. Newcomer here, but a fan of some of your TTRPG work. Thank you! Currently being something you might remember being in, a little project called Nocturne. I mean, vaguely. Speaking of Nocturne, Lilith, the Hellhound, truly became a bitch. I think the name was too real. 'Cause whoops. I'm so glad you're enjoying easily one of the most. It's one of the. I feel like Nocturne is one of those situations where lightning never strikes twice. That was one of the most magical, cohesive, beautiful casts I've ever been in. I don't know if it'll ever happen again. Thank you for watching.
does high score mean? New high score, is that bad? What does that mean? Did I break it?
Three dot, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs in the channel. King BX, Rip Rooster, Jivy, Pander, Sarah. I almost fucked up your name and I'm so sorry. And Don Perignon, you're all butt wizards the highest sort of go forth and be consensual in all the ways because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. I fucking appreciate you. Thank you. Lilith just has she's never not judging. While she's asleep, she's judging. It's just facts. She's gorgeous, don't get me wrong, but she knows it. Like, Lilith is Regina George. Lilith became Emma Karn. And I didn't, there's power in a name. Jim! See, I vaguely remember Nocturne, you know what I'm saying? I just had to tattoo it on my body so I didn't forget. Very vaguely. Brief, you know, once in a while I think of it and I'm like, oh, a thing. I did, and it actually has, hold on, I can show it, I can give you a better view of it. It's not done. First off, it was so expensive. The artist I found is phenomenal and charges rightfully so. But the first session was like almost $2,000 and then he moved. So I have to go to Virginia to get it finished. But all the line work's done and it's, good morning, David. It's super cool. Watch out, bud. I don't want to roll on you. Watch your tootsies. Watch your toozles. Oh boy. Ugh. So it's my artist's interpretation of the deer god, but you can see it's like, this is the rib cage and there's moss growing in it and his limbs are made of tree branches. And then it goes into like a baby deer skull that's slowly decaying. And then I don't know if you can see on this camera, but there's a frog for every person in the show. There's one. Where's the other guy? They might be on my butt. The tattoo is really big. It goes up my butt cheek. But side note, that is the most painful place I've ever been tattooed in my entire life, right there. That color, that's all you got done. This, worst feeling of my life. I almost passed out. It was so bad. And I'm covered in a lot of tattoos. Let me tell you, under boob, ribs, all the places people are like, that one's the worst. No, it's not. It's your butt crease. Go get your butt crease tattooed and then tell me. It's the worst. Because yeah, of course I did. Jim, there's power in a name. It's also, I mean, for those like who don't know what Nocturne was, is an amazing show I was a part of years ago. But like, it's all improv. Nothing is scripted. It's 100% off the hand. You know what I'm saying? And there's a part in the show where my character comes upon a large, antlered, dark, scary, tall figure in the road. And my character, you have to watch the show. I don't know how to explain Emma Karn. She was a creature of her own right. But she just decides to talk to the thing and is instructed to give the thing a name. And to this day, I can't tell you why Jim came out of my mouth, other than the fact that it's my dad and my grandpa's name. But I was not thinking of them in any way, shape, or form. Jim. Off the cuff. Thank you. If I can ever fucking get there someday. There's a reasonable chance if your computer's flagged as not compatible with Windows 11, but it's under 5 years old, you just need to go into the BIOS and turn up the built-in TPM. Really? That's shitty. Off the cuff, winging it. That was the term. Cheers. I think I missed a cheers. I packed a bowl. I don't know. Emma's a goddess. She's a creature. I mean, watching it, those clips of myself, it's so weird. Bitch. She's so mean. And it scares me because I'm like, is that in me? I don't want to be that. Tat the crack? No, I'm good. I just went down the butt crease. Or not crease. Yeah. You know, like your butt cheek crease? Whew. Dude, that was horrible. Hatari, happy birthday, bitch! You can't be sneaky around here. Ha! Now you get to hear my annoying happy birthday song in my terrible dry voice. Happy birthday, happy birthday. This is your day to have a lot of fun. We're waiting for the celebrating. This is your day. So happy birthday to you. Nope. That's not happening. Happy fucking birthday, B. I hope you eat something delicious and someone pinches you. You gotta be off key and screamy a little bit. Otherwise, it doesn't. If you sing it well, it doesn't really hit the same. You gotta put like that icky into it. Exactly. No, that's just facts. Excuse me. That was a hot hit. Oh my god, Stormlin, do you have a desktop of icons? I tend to like, every time I install a game, I just like speed through all the clicks, and so it always ends up putting an icon on my desktop. So I usually have like 20 icons on my desktop, and then I'll go clean it,
Turn it off, Willie.
and then I'll have desktop, and then I'll clean it, like every month or whatever, I go clean it up again. Where did you put it? Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful birthday, Honeybean. Yes, I mean, I can sing to you again if you want to be screamed at, but most people don't, so like, double happy fucking birthday. I hope it was wonderful. It was someone else's birthday yesterday. Was it B? Someone on Sunday told me their birthday was on Monday. Oh. Oh my god, I'm listening to the tail end of episode 25. Oh my god. Yes. Was your birthday yesterday, David? I don't remember. I just don't want to forget. Oh god. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Yesterday was your day to have a lot of fun. We're all waiting for the celebrating. This is your day. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Honeybee. I hope it's wonderful. Happy vaginal. Oh my god, David, I forgot you're a Pisces. That's a my bad. I forgot we're the artistic Pisces. I guess you would say. Artistic Pisces? You're artistic. Dude, I totally get that. My birthday is March 3rd. And I always felt kind of like dicked out on my birthday because it's the end of the winter when it's like cold still and wet because things are starting to melt and it's icy and disgusting and nobody wants to leave. And did you know the vast majority of serial killers kill in March because it's such a depressing month? So like my mom would try to throw me a birthday party and no one would want to come because everyone's just like, winter's terrible. There's nothing to do. But so stupid. I want a summer birthday. Pisces babies, rise up. I don't wanna. It's too much too fast. What is it that, I mean, if you ever read horoscope shit, I don't put all my salt into, they're fun though. They always say Pisces are creative. Always. That's like, there is like very distinct like character traits of some of them that they just carry forward no matter what. And Pisces, for some reason, they always say creative. Which I don't feel creative, so I don't know. No? Dude, a fall birthday. That's a great birthday. Yep, I'm jelly. Fall's the best. Knives, you know what? Technically, yeah. When does summer end? Summer ends in like October, right? Or like very end of September. And you're September 1st? 2nd? 1st? That's so weird. End of September is when summer ends. Yeah, which is interesting because I always think of summer as like August. And then once school starts, it's not summer anymore for some reason, but that's definitely not it. Like, that's not it. I'm not in school. I haven't been in school for a very long time. That's not it. Maybe you're creative with bookkeeping or something. Doesn't have to be art. I'm really creative at coming up with ways to not do what I'm supposed to be doing at any given time. Avoidance is my gift and my curse. I'm not creative, she says, even though she was the whole Twitch creative movement for a while. And then they deleted the categories, Sarah. So, like, maybe it was a bad choice. Fuck. And then they had me launch IRL, and look where we are now. Hot tubs and titties and shit. Fuck. September 21st is the actual end of summer. It's just interesting because I was thinking of it as school. Oh, isn't it? She's a silly brain, though. You could kiss her. It's fine. Like, hot tubs and titties are bad. Well, I mean, the world looks down on us and hates women. So, like, if a website supports women and lets them have their titties out in a hot tub, then obviously that website's going to be shit upon by the world, right? They don't like us. Because apparently your gonads make something different or something. I don't fucking know. VR, I heard it was really good. Unfortunately, everything's been scrubbed from the internet because someone stupid. Something ridiculous, so I haven't seen any of it, but I've heard it was good. I have to pee, so let's take a quick break. Every couple of hours, we take a break and we stretch our dicks and we, wash our hands and load a bowl and do what you need to do. I'll be back in a few minutos. Yeah. Go piss, girl. What is this? Shine. It's just shine, right? So every single time I hear this song and it's playing on the radio, is my monitor falling? The fuck? Stay. Whenever I hear this song on, one moment. I hear this song on the radio. When it goes, you have to say, meh. Otherwise, I'll just show you one moment. What is it? Collective Soul. Stop it. Oh, it definitely still exists. This is, I don't know how else, I just got a paper towel. I think I got my lotion on my camera. When I wiped the cum out of your eyes, I apologize. This is like old internet meme, I think. That's it. But if that song comes on, I go, meh. I don't even know the lyrics. This is the only thing I know. That's it. That's it. I hope you two go forward and take the meep with you. Take the meep with you. Meep for people. Woodchucks are really cute, adorable, weird little beach creatures, and they meep. Dude, old internet, we were so easily entertained. One of my favorite old internet videos is this woman on a roller coaster with like her nephew, and her nephew starts to fall out of the seatbelt on the roller coaster and is screaming like, Janice! Janice! And she is laughing so hard. It's like one of those cams that cams you while you're on the roller coaster. It's hysterical because he's on the brink of death and she is on the edge of tears laughing. We were so easily entertained. I mean, literally, addictinggames.com, my favorite game on there, it was just 2 little humps that you moved to bounce a ball between it. Hours. What? Why did my shit stop? Okay. It was Pong, but it was called something else because it was on addictinggames.com. It was nothing. But I would play that for hours. It was so fucking, it was literally addicting. Remember Bloons Tower Defense? Yes. Do you remember Puzzle Pirates? Anybody else play Puzzle Pirates? I do. Oh my god, VR. You found it. Oh my god, don't judge me for laughing. The kid was okay. Oh my thing to happen. What a fucking horrible thing to happen. What the I hope this woman looks on this. That was on Funniest Home Videos. That should have been sent to like maybe CPS, right? Yeah? Like that should have been sent somewhere else. Am I totally off on that one? That was sent to Funniest Home Videos and nowhere, like no one was like, someone should talk to it. I guess different times. Yeah, I get like the abuse was tolerable. I mean, have we ever? We like I say we as a society of just as humans as a species, we like cherish youth for what it is, but the youth we hate and treat like shit. We just want to be young. It was the early days of the internet. No one gave a shit. The dark days. I mean, like, I think, were we talking about it in the Discord last night? I can't remember, but I was talking recently. It might have been on, I don't know. I just talk all day for a living, so who the fuck knows? Probably in the past couple days. But we were talking about all the crazy old subreddits that used to exist. And, like, I remember being in college, and, like, that was my heavy, heavy Redditing time. I never participated. I just scanned Reddit and looked at it. I was a user heavily, but didn't ever submit anything or anything like that. And I just looked at it for funny videos, but I was definitely a case of, like, just scrolling the front page and clicking the shortest links there were just to see what, I didn't even read them half the time. And you guys remember, like, there were subreddits like jailbait or jailbait and shit like that. Fucked up shit. And it took a while for that site to take that shit down and be like, you know what? As much as we want to have a platform where people are in charge of their own content, that's not it. Child abuse in the 90s was okay as long as everyone laughed. Oof. That hits too hard. But the unborn babies, that's the only ones they care about, honestly. Hold on, did I? No, where'd you send it? No, where did you send it? I don't have a DM from you. Well, at least not in Discord. Where is it? I can look. No. Did you send it last night during the weirdness? Hold on. Oh, I found it. It was in message requests. Oh my. God. This is an emergency. Look at it. Look at it. Good morning, Seatown. Look at it! Oh my god. It's so cute! It's on pre-order! It's only 30, honestly, 30 bucks for a cute little plushie like that's amazing. Do you guys remember that mayonnaise plushie? That one was like $50. This item is on pre-order. We expect the plush to ship November 2024 once they arrive. Note, due to the length of the pre-order, we will not be accepting orders for other site items with purchase of U2's plushies. Are you an official plushie? Fat Nuggets may be a little picky about what they blah, 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 blah. I'm assuming so. There's a lot of shit on here that's VisiPop. Is it official merch? Yes, this is official. Yes, this is official. Mighty need for Fat Nuggets. If you haven't seen Has Been Hotel or Hell of a Boss, I highly suggest you invest your time in both of those shows. Fat Nuggets is everything. Cute. Hi, Sales. How are you? Isn't that look at the butt. Look at the cute look at the little tail. Wait. Wait, is it the fact that they have 2 new seasons? The 2 new seasons approved? Because yes. And have celebrated muchly. Oh my god, what is this? No. Stop it. Autoplay is the haunting bitching about it, knowing that you and Genova and others are in hell in Arizona. My monitor is sagging today. I gotta figure out why. Stop it. You bastard. Oh, so Crossgates is like, okay, so it could be it's basically East Coast kind of thing. Okay, I was gonna say. I don't think I've ever been to a mall in New York that I'm aware of, but I might have when I was a kid. I don't know. Dude, right? I know. It's like, we get teased. We get like some cool weather and some storms will come through. I know, I think the monitor mount, it's a monitor mount that like you can adjust like that freely, but I think it needs to be tightened because I've just noticed it's slowly falling throughout, and there's nothing like on it but my camera, which weighs nothing. Yeah, I think I need to tighten it. It's the newer monitor, so I've never fucked with any of this shit, but it's definitely slowly. It's hot and humid here today with 94 degrees and 80%. I don't know what our humidity is, but all week it's going to be terrible here. I think it's supposed to get to 100 today, and then the next couple days like 98 or something. I mean, like it's like Mag said, at this point it's just hot. Like it doesn't matter. Once you're like over 90 degrees, it just universally fucking sucks, right? Like that just sucks. I want to go work in my yard so bad, and I just can't because it's fucked. It's so like I just get so hot, I sweat within 30 minutes. Like it's pouring off my body, like dripping in my eyes. It's crazy. I sweat so bad in this weather. That's why I wake up so early to run, because it's just disgusting, right? It's just hot. Like over 90 degrees sucks no matter where you are. It's just shitty weather. Got a tiny bit of rain yesterday and overcast today. Nice break, but gonna warm up soon. That's kind of what we were going through. We had the break and now it's warming up again. There was one other video. Hold on. That was it. One of you mentioned this earlier. Oh my god. Okay, so we're going to watch Charismatic Voice reacting to Joan Jett for the first time. But there's also another new one where she's reacting to Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. And I just don't, I just, it's crazy how any human over the age of 30 hasn't just closed their eyes and put this shit on headphones and like nutted. These songs are, I mean, come on. It's just wild. Okay. Of course they are, Robo. I say, unless it's funny. And you let me take a picture. Then, oh, it's a crayon. It's too much. I mean, seriously, I have to pick like 1 or 2 things a year. It's too much financially, and honestly, like it's exhausting. Like I used to go to all the PAXs and TwitchCon, and then another con a year, and then I would also travel on top of that just for fun, luxury play. Luxury play. That's not a what the fuck. Yeah, I fuck jewelry. Don't worry about it. It becomes not fun anymore. It starts to feel like work. Like you kind of get used to it. It's not like exciting anymore. I kind of wish so I try to prioritize, I guess, but you can't go to everything. And honest to fuck, the only reason most of us go to TwitchCon is because of the people. We go there to hang out with each other, and that's it. There's not much TwitchCon really offers at this point that that benefits me. And here's a video of Mag in handcuffs after getting pepper sprayed. Why is there spray paint all over him? We don't talk about that because of legal reasons. Why are there puppies in the background? Also can't talk about that because of legal reasons. Why is Robo breastfeeding one? Legal reasons. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired. My stomach hurts. It's about that time of day. We don't have time to do either of the charismatic video, but I'm glad we watched what we did. I'm going to save those two and we can watch those tomorrow. The charismatic voice, Joan Jett, will continue. We'll restart it probably, and then also Wish You Were Here. And by that time, she might have something else out because she pumps out videos, man. It's crazy. But hanging out with you freaks in chat is already a personality flaw. Is that part of a... Well... I can neither confirm nor deny those statements. Mabby Diss is doing fewer. Mind you, she usually gets paid when she goes to a con, but there's still a big investment. There's still, I mean, it like from what I've figured, because sometimes I do too, I get lucky and I get to go on stage or something, it still kind of ends up like, it's still time out of your life, you know, that you could save up and do other things, or you could save up and do a vacation or something like that. Like, I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot to go to every single con ever. And so I learned to prioritize, like, PAX doesn't really hit me hard because it's just like all the huge game corporations like WoW and whatnot. And they put up these $1 million cubicles where you can go in and have this little experience and shit like that. And they're really cool to go to a pack. Go to each PAX once if you're curious about them. They're awesome the first time, but they're kind of in general the same thing every single year. So I kind of felt like I was wasting my money at a certain point. Like, I'll still go to PAX West if I can, just because my family's there. So it's like a two birds with one stone kind of situation. When East is actually my favorite PAX, unfortunately, but not over there. My sister and stuff are on the West. So that sucks. But I highly encourage anyone to go to some sort of con. I mean, they're super fucking fun. Trying to get my shit to load. Are you free for a conference call Wednesday? What's today? Like tomorrow? Oh no, I have a meeting tomorrow. I'll write you though. Discord went down yesterday, so if anybody messaged me you didn't get a message back, it was really fun. We had a great time. I was lost in the effervescent hell of spinning wheels everywhere all over my computer. It was a great time. But Discord literally fixed it super fast, which was nice. Someone in our watch party was like, shows that they use their own product, because damn, they were on that really quick. I mean, quick. It was like 30 minutes, but, you know. Wait. They had a kitten? Wait, real kittens? Dude, no shit. Saving up for Viana, but also, if you want to go, like, don't wait until it's announced. So I think what they've done, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, I think what's happened so far with the, with TwitchCon in general, is that, how many years though? I don't remember exactly a number. It's like 3 to 5 years for the next X amount of time, TwitchCon will be in San Diego. So you know it's going to be there. Be ready for, like, San Diego is dumb expensive. Everything in California is expensive, to be honest, but it's really expensive down there. But what I've learned the trick is to be saved up already for when the early bird specials go on sale. So, like, whenever TwitchCon is normally announced, already be saved up and ready by that point. Because no shit, when we went to Vegas, my sister was paying almost double what we paid for a smaller room because she did not purchase her tickets for the early bird special. And early bird special also includes, like, the hotels and stuff. They put out early bird specials for the con. That's when you get the good deals. So be saved up by the time it's going to be. So when is that shit usually announced? It's like April, May-ish, right? Whenever it's announced or whenever the sales usually go on, that's when I would absolutely advise be already ready to buy at that point, because you're just going to save so much fucking money that you can then spend going and having fun wherever you're going, like going to the zoo or whatever. It's a huge, huge discount on that, especially hotels and shit, because the hotels, they know we're coming. They know conventions are happening. As soon as a convention is announced among the hotels, they're already jacking up prices. So that early bird is kind of, it's like when concerts go on sale and they're like, yeah, if you can be at the website and click this button 20 times in the next 13 seconds, then yeah, you for sure can have the price that it's supposed to be instead of the scalper price or whatever. I keep thinking I'm going to drive out to it, but I never do. I want to go at least one to meet some peeps. Go for like longer than just the con. I'd go for like the week before and just enjoy the area because that makes the drive worth it. Sounds like planning to me. I mean, ish. If it saves like half your money, that's a good thing, right? If I'd started saving up for a few months, it would have been a non-issue, but I didn't think about it till I didn't have time. I've done that before. I've done that, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've done the exact same thing. You always feel, you're like, I always feel like a moron. I need to save up for bail money after my golf cart racing accident at the zoo. Also veterinary bills, because God knows what's going to come charging out of its fence watching y'all racing. I mean, seriously, from what I remember when I went to the zoo, God, the last time TwitchCon was in San Diego, which was like before COVID. It's been forever, but they have these huge paved roadways throughout the entire zoo because the zoo is enormous. I mean, it's like miles of just cement walking everywhere, and I saw there's little golf carts going, and I'm pretty sure you can rent one. And if not, I volunteer to get cast up. By that I mean someone can like wrap my leg in that plaster shit, and we'll be like, hey, she really loves animals, give us a cart. I'll do it. I was a drama kid. I can pull that off. Ow, my leg. See, I did it. Ow, my leg. Stop it. Ow, my leg. See, aren't you convinced? I can do it. It's a team effort. I feel like it's gonna be Glutton. I go on a golf cart watching the rest of you dorks crash into cages, and me just like jogging behind everybody, like, guys, you forgot me, guy. You know what I mean? I feel like I have this horrible roaming issue where I see a pretty thing and I'm like, ah. And then, I don't know, time goes by and I suddenly hear these very faint screams like, Katie! Katie! And I'm like, what? And they're like, why are you 17 miles into this national park? What happened? Why are you living with a family of bears? Are you nude? Are you naked right now? Why are you naked? And I'm like, I don't know, but I speak whale now, so. I do need a harness. It's terrible. Like someone to hold my hand. Seriously, I unconsciously just, especially at a zoo, if it's a pretty frog or a bird or a fish or oh man, it's terrible, terrible. You know what? I don't know. At the San Diego Zoo, it seems like a terrible combination to have alcohol at a zoo. In the words of my husband, seemed like a good idea at the time. It's so, like, one of the animals I remember at this zoo is this weird kind of, like, antelope deer creature that lives kind of, one of you have farted at me, one of my dogs has to shit. Oh my god, you guys smell like you're dying. I forgot what I was saying. Katie has wanted to see the echidna her whole life, and then the week before we came, she broke her leg. She specifically required the penis. Oh. Dude, no shit. Viana, Zach has said before he wouldn't be shocked if our dogs at one point in their life thought their names were Y. Because that's like me. Anytime they're just being, barking, being fucking annoying, acting like, why? Why are you like that? Why? They might think those are their names. Anyways, I need to go walk the Ys. So I'm gonna raid someone. I don't know. Take care of yourself. Drink water. Wash your damn piss mittens. I love you guys. I'm so high. I drank the weed. I'm like a bird. I'm gonna fly away. I don't know how I got there. I don't know how I wanna